Hey there, my friends. I just wanted to jump on and share a very quick video so you're getting kind of a behind the scenes today. My husband and I have a farm, so you can kind of see I'm out here just enjoying the sunshine, and just wanted to talk to you today about peace because after last week's podcast episode, I got a lot of emails just from you guys concerned about kind of the state of the world, the state of the country, and you asked how it's even possible to have peace with all these big things that are going on around us. A couple of the examples gave where the economy is part of that, and even the suffering of Christians in America, but also around the world. And so I wanted to just jump on really quick and share why I can have peace and why you can have peace during this time, no matter what. So it is possible to have peace even in the midst of this crazy time that we live in. And the reason why is because your circumstances alone don't affect your emotions. It's your thoughts about your circumstance that affects your emotions. And so this is the time, ladies, whenever we have to 100% take our thoughts captive and make them obedient to Christ. So if you are having very anxious thoughts about the circumstances around you, that means that you need to start changing your thoughts about the circumstances around you. And I know that this is way easier said than done, but that's why you are here. That's why you're getting this advice from me, because what we have to do is replace the thoughts that we're having with God's thoughts. Okay, it's not enough just to think positive affirmations or whatever. We have to go to God's word. And so some things that I have thought about the circumstances around us right now is that I realize that Jesus said that in this world, we're going to have trials, we're going to have tribulations, hard things are going to happen in this world. But he also said that he has for us to take heart because he's overcome the world. Another verse in Mark talks about how Jesus says that the one who stands firm unto the end will be saved. And so these are verses that I say to myself whenever I think about the circumstances around me. So a lot of you were concerned about, the current administration in the United States and how it just seems like the laws and things like the decisions, things like that are going against God's word. They're going against Christians in particular. And while those might be facts, what we have to remember is that our thoughts about the facts have to be rooted in God's word. And so it can be hard. I know it's true, but that's why we have to take our thoughts captive and make them obedient to Christ. So this is something that I teach the women in the Mindset Reset, and really, we have seen great strides. The women who are in that program, I get emails almost on a daily basis of women who are saying, I used to be anxious about everything going on, or I used to be anxious about the country or my family or whatever, and now because I'm able to take my thoughts captive, because I'm able to get off that emotional roller coaster, I'm able to change my thinking, because that's really where it comes down to. Everything comes back to our thoughts. That's why God's word says over and over that we need to meditate on his word. We need to go to him. We need to take our thoughts captive. That's why Paul says that in the first place. And so if this is something that you're struggling with, I really, really want to encourage you to go to his word. Feel free to email me. There's not a lot that I can do one-on-one through emails, but I do want to encourage you to check out the Mindset Reset. But if you're really struggling with having peace, this is the way that you conquer that. This is the way that you let go of the anxiety about the things around you and start to live in peace no matter what. You can't wait for your circumstances to change in order for your peace to change. You have to choose to do that now. One of the biggest examples that I think of is in God's word in Daniel. And it's a common Sunday school story. It talks just about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were living in a time when the administration, the king at that time, was not godly. He was mandating that everyone bow before a statue. They chose not to do that. And their response to him really strikes me as so profound and peace-filled. And that is, they said, King Nebuchadnezzar, it says that they tell the king, our God is able to save us, but even if he doesn't, we're still not going to bow to your statue. And I love that because their faith was strong. They were able to say, we believe that that our God is able to do this, but even if he doesn't, we still are standing firm. And they didn't say it with terrified expressions. I believe they were very calm whenever they did that. And it still didn't end up the way that they wanted. They were still sent into the fiery furnace, right? But we know that God's word says the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. And just like that happened, just like that example that we have of living in a time when the people who are in charge don't seem to be, focused on the affairs of Christians or focused on the truth of God's word, we can still have peace like they did. So I hope that this helped you. This was just a quick video for you guys. I just want to tell you that peace is possible. And the peace that God gives is not the kind of peace that the world gives. It is beyond understanding. It is beyond whatever our circumstance is. And I just really hope that this encourages you today. And I hope that you have a great rest of your week.